Oh, oh, my Lord. Never met no one like you before. No. Had to make your own sunshine. But now the sky is opalite. Oh, Hello, twin.
Oh, hello, twin. Hello, twin. Guys, we're in matching dresses today. We were like, oh my God, Opalite is like a beautiful Opalite sky. And then we found these dresses and we were like, we simply need to match.
Yeah, we simply do. I'm so excited we've never matched before. Well, we have
never
once we
matched.
went to the Eras tour, but...
We matched once when we went to
Yeah.
the Eras tour. And it was the same kind of thing. There were different styles of dresses, but
Well,
exactly
yes.
the same print.
But I love that because these styles are so us, but they're also the same print.
They
anyway,
are. So
if
exciting.
you might be wondering, we've kind of like picked a colour for each song on this album instead of just doing the orange and green each time. We're like...
We need to branch out.
Yeah, so we're really excited for you guys to see all of our colours as we break down these songs. But obviously, Opalite is the song we'll be breaking down with you guys today.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm
love this
so
song.
excited to talk about this song.
I really do love this song. I thought maybe it'd like drop off for me.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem to really be going anywhere.
No, I just think that it's actually just so happy and upbeat and just like such a positive vibe that it's hard to not just get swept up in that energy.
Yeah.
This is the song that Taylor herself has pretty much said that the dads be loving.
That's so funny. The
The boys be loving Opalite.
Paul's favourite.
Paul's
Never
favourite.
forget.
Father Scott's favourite. Scott, thank you for the merch. Travis's favourite.
Not a dad yet.
Not a dad yet. But Travis kind of has dad
Who was the
energy.
other dad? Oh, Graham Norton loves it. It's his favourite.
You're right.
What can I say? The dads have got a happy vibe about them, apparently.
They absolutely do.
Love
They
that for
absolutely
them.
do.
This song is such a beautiful love song, I guess.
Yeah.
And she is using the metaphor of opalite, which is a man-made stone, to kind of reflect and tell the story of like making your own luck and making your own love, and I guess that practice that goes into like making the good times good.
Yes.
And it's really just, it's such a cute metaphor, I think, like comparing it to a stone like that, but then the man-made aspect behind it. That's
Absolutely.
so nice.
No, it's actually such an illegal metaphor. I
Yeah.
mean, this woman is the queen of metaphors, but this is just such a unique concept. And I love that
Kind of
it's
empowering in that way.
Yes,
like it's
it
got
is.
this like positive, it's not just positive because I'm in love, it's like kind of positive because we're making it happen.
Absolutely. And I think that happiness is something that a lot of people think it just shows up one day, but it
Yeah.
really is about forging your own path and making it yourself. You've got to choose to find that happiness in your life and find the joy in those smaller moments. And I feel like her writing a song about that as a concept is so illegal.
It's illegal. I love it.
It's so good. I'm so sorry. We just can't even be listening to any of the lyrics. I already need to just pause and say something. I just can't believe how this electric guitar literally feels like, it feels like a summery blue sky.
Yeah, it's like
it feels
sparkly.
like being in the air. It feels like flying in the air. It like, but also, yes, that sparkly, like crystal kind of energy.
Yes. I would
What
love
is
to know how
with
they're doing that. It
that?
almost kind of feels in the distance as well. Like it feels like it's filling up the atmosphere.
Totally. It feels like it's almost like getting a little louder,
Yeah.
like as the
Yes.
seconds go on, and then it
Totally.
like fully drops
And
into
then
that
that drops.
beat.
Yes, I love it.
But I love it when I feel like the production just perfectly matches the energy that you're going for.
his sound makes me so happy. Like I'm just like, ah.
I had a bad habit of missing lovers past. My brother used to call it eating out of the trash. It's never gonna last. I thought my house was haunted. I used to live with ghosts and all the perfect couples said when you know, and when you don't, you don't.
Wait, this verse is actually offensive.
No, it is. And I was
love
just
it.
thinking about how this verse, I feel like there's so many other like songs and things that it feels like it's referencing.
Yes, the law.
The law. This song is about
And you know
that
what's
law.
sad is some people will listen to this and they don't know the law. And if you're one of those
Yeah.
people, you're about to know the law.
You're about to know the law.
Firstly, I just love the way that you hear her vocal first for a second and then it drops. I had a bad habit.
You're
That's so
right.
cruisy and dreamy, and it immediately sets the tone that this song is not too serious. I don't know how it does that, but it's just like it's gonna be a little like lighthearted, you know?
Absolutely. It's like you can just immediately get this vibe of like just cruising in the car.
It's a
like
cruisy song.
down the highway, by the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're right. It just has this like unserious kind of energy.
So
but at the same
unserious.
time, what she's singing about, it actually does get quite deep.
Profound, yeah.
Like, she's actually like, you know, you could make this kind of sad, these verses, if you really wanted to.
Totally. Well, I guess that's because she is kind of reflecting on the past where it wasn't so good, you know? So, yeah. I guess you're right. It is like, it's kind of, but we kind of know it's going to go somewhere happy. So that's what immediately doesn't make it sad. It's like
Absolutely.
the music is telling us it's all right.
You can be joyous right now if you so desire. I had a bad habit of missing lovers past. My brother used to call it eating out of the trash. It's never gonna last. And that does not rhyme in an Australian accent. But in an American accent, it does.
Wait,
trash. It's never gonna last. Offensive lyrics. There's so much humor in this, being like, you know, Austin used to be like, you going back to your ex-boyfriends is eating out of the trash.
Perfect way to put it.
Perfect way to put it.
Thank you, Austin, for your services.
Thank you, Austin.
Someone needs to be saying it.
Absolutely. If it didn't last already once, then what makes you think it's going to be different the second
eating
time
out. You've
round?
already thrown it out. That's it. That's the perfect way of saying it. It's like you've already said no to this relationship for some reason. Going back to it is just eating out of the trash.
Yeah.
Like, thank you.
Absolutely.
I love that he said eating. I've actually never made this connection because later on she says you finally left the table, and I've never made that
you're
connection
right,
that he's saying eating there. It's almost like, you know, saying you're starving. It's like you're eating out of the trash, like you're starving for the love, like you're. This is why we do these.
Also have never made that connection between those two lyrics.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Already going in with the lore, there's so many instances in Taylor's musical history where she has discussed this idea of going back to a lover before. You know, you look at Tortured Poets, and what she's saying is she's kind of rekindling this flame with someone that she met almost a decade ago.
Totally. And I love that it's saying missing lovers past, because it's not necessarily saying they always getting back together, but it's like hung up on it, you know?
Absolutely.
It's hung up on it and trying to get something out of that even though it's over. And I love how she says bad habit, because it kind of makes me think of Old Habits Die Screaming in The Black Dog.
Absolutely. Being a habit of hers, I think it really speaks to, look, so much of this album just comes back to the prophecy. And I really just think that it's sort of like, it's speaking to the fact that she sort of thought in her own mind that like she's never really gonna find the right person.
Yeah.
So the best I could do was going back to someone that's chosen me once before.
Totally. You know, and that rolls perfectly into the next lyric. I thought my house was haunted. I used to live with ghosts.
Yeah.
It's that constant theme of being haunted by the past and being stuck in the past.
Absolutely.
And I think that really reminds me of the prophecy. Like, I think the prophecy is a kind of haunting, but also like even in the Anti-Hero music video when she's got all of the ghosts in the house.
Yes.
I feel like that's kind of a direct link to, I guess, like her locked away in that tower, in that house, in that relationship that made her feel alone. Yeah. I thought I lived with ghosts. I used to live with ghosts.
Yeah.
Like it was just me and like all of this past, and that really reminds me of Midnights.
No, you're absolutely right. This is such a connection to Midnights, but she doesn't need to feel that way anymore because she's so sure and so secure in this relationship. She doesn't need to look back anymore. She can look forward.
And she's kind of looking back with this clarity. I wonder if in a way like the first kind of paragraph is like more of a reference to Tortured Poets, and the second kind of paragraph is more of a reference to Midnights. Missing lovers past, eating out of the trash, like someone who she had an on and off thing with for 10 years but could never let it go, even though it had been put in the trash a few times.
Yes, which is the Tortured Poets.
And then like being in this house alone, like haunted by the past, and all the perfect couples said, when you know, and when you don't, almost like she wasn't feeling that
Yes.
in that relationship. Like
Yes.
it should have already been clear
Yes.
if he was the one or not for both of them, and that wasn't happening.
Absolutely. And that perfectly ties in with what you're saying about maybe the second half of this verse kind of all being a reference back to the Midnight's time. Midnight's is the first album she wrote entirely with Jack Antonoff.
Yes.
And around the same time, he also writing... Did you know there's an ocean under Tunnel Boulevard is what I was going to say. Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard, which if you saw our reaction, you know that we immediately made the connection to the song Margaret.
Yeah, beautiful song, which is all about when you know, you know.
That's like the defining lyric
defining
of that,
lyric, yeah.
and a recurring lyric in that song.
When you know, you know. When you know, you know. It kinda makes me laugh.
When you know, you know.
I think that would have been a lot for her. I mean, I know just from like being friends with people, it's like just from having friends. Like if you were friends with someone, which obviously Jack and Taylor are very close, and him meeting Margaret would have been quite a profound moment in his life. Like he's met this woman, as that song kind of explains, they immediately knew and they got engaged very quickly. Because we know that Margaret and Joe are away filming a film together, the way in which they were interacting as couples, like she's watching Jack feel the way he does about Margaret with that distance, and she's having a completely different experience.
Yes, absolutely.
That would be really... like, that's a really interesting dynamic.
Absolutely. I think we need to expand on the context of that. So, guys, if you don't know, when Taylor released Midnights, which is an album she did write entirely with Jack Antonoff, she told us on the release date in her Instagram caption that both of their partners, which were at the time Joe and Margaret, were away filming a movie together. And so it's like their partners were together and Taylor and Jack were together.
Yeah.
And it also is that separation from their partners that maybe allowed Taylor the space to explore with her friend. This isn't feeling good for me anymore. What do I do? And then they unravel that in all of these songs.
And they did.
And Jack has this perspective of like, I've found the love of my life.
I love that she says, and all the perfect couples, because like she's kind of making a plural there, like the people in her life that she knows. I think Jack and Margaret are absolutely one of them. But I wonder, maybe she feels like Blake and Ryan were always that example for her, like being such good friends with them.
Yes, and also there's actually a lot of people in her life that have in the last few years found those people for themselves.
Totally.
Like Esty Haim has just gotten engaged to her partner. She's maybe looking at Selena and Benny Blanco.
Yeah.
Lana finally getting married.
With her crocodile
Margaret
man.
is a Lana song. Why can't I speak English today? I actually don't know what's going on.
No,
but you know what I mean.
Lana and her crocodile man, the perfect couple.
And he's a crocodile man. I can't. But you know what I mean? It's like there's all these people around her who just in the last couple of years are getting married or getting engaged, and at the same time, her relationship's falling apart. So yeah, when you know, you know, and when you don't,
you don't. It's like if you don't know, then you kind of do
Then you
know.
know.
It's a no. I mean, that's what Margaret, literally the song says.
If you ask yourself, how do
I
you
know?
Then that's the answer.
The answer is no.
Yeah.
I can't believe that lyric.
Yeah.
But that song sent me into an existential crisis.
Absolutely. And then us hearing this lyric for the first time sent us into an existential crisis on Reaction Day.
Taylor referencing Margaret is like...
insane.
It's like the inception of songs I could have only dreamt of.
Totally.
Like Margaret is so special. If you don't know that song, you need to go and listen. It's literally the most beautiful love song I've ever heard.
It's really beautiful.
It's like
but
a
it also
declaration
is
of
alarming,
love.
Because if you're not in that phase
if you're in
your
a relationship,
it's going to haunt you until you break up with that person.
It does haunt you. And
it's haunting.
I have been haunted and then broken up with them.
Yeah, literally. Obviously, the phrase "when you know" is quite a common one. Like the average listener of a song like Opalite would not think of anything of it. But I think when you understand Taylor's immediate circle and stuff, you know that that's an obvious reference to that song, even though the phrase stands by itself as well.
Yeah, and she is doing that a lot on this album. We talked about it with The Fate of Ophelia. Like, she's kind of referencing things that the fans maybe would be able to take more detail out of to kind of give these songs even more depth.
Yeah.
Even though to a really casual listener, it won't mean as much. And I think that really works for the pop element of it. It's like these songs don't have to be heavy or intense, but, you know, for the intense fans, like we
Yeah.
can take a bit more from it. And
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm actually have not recovered from this
No,
mention.
neither.
I needed this because Jack's not on this album. Thank God. Thank God.
Jack reference
The
here.
Jack reference is still there.
Absolutely. No, I
Their
completely
friendship
agree.
transcends collaboration.
It does.
That's
It does.
what's so beautiful about it.
You're absolutely correct.
And all of the foes and all of the friends have seen it before, they'll see it again. Life is a song, it ends when it ends. I was wrong.
And all of the foes and all of the friends have seen it before, they'll see it again.
So what I took from that on first listen is that my friends and my enemies have all seen me do everything I just explained in the first
Yeah,
verse.
true. Yep.
Everyone knows my dating history. That's what her music career is kind of built on.
Yes,
They've seen it
yes.
before. They'll probably say it again. Like, I keep doing this. This is the bad habit. That's how I've taken it.
Okay, yeah. So she's still reflecting back on the bad times, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
I do like that she's saying foes and friends because it's kind of giving like, tell me everything is not about me, but what if it is? Like,
Tea.
even her enemies are obsessed with knowing everything about her. Even
Yeah.
her haters are obsessed with knowing
Totally.
everything about her dating life and who she's
So
talking
true.
about. Life is a song, it ends when it ends. I think that when we heard the acoustic version and she said instead, love is a song, it ends when it ends, that made so much more sense to me that this lyric is now like, I'm like, why? Why are we saying life? Life is a song, it ends when it ends. Maybe she's just talking about like you have to make the
Everything's
most
out of your
life.
control.
Yeah.
You're gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. That's the only thing that's guaranteed in this life is
Yeah.
that it's going to end. Everyone's gonna see me play out this bad habit over and over again. Shit ends. Can't help it.
Life ends.
The prophecy. I'm bound to just
yeah,
always.
I'm
things
bound to
just
repeat
end.
myself until the end of time.
Yeah, and like love doesn't last. Life doesn't last. You know, I was wrong.
But I was wrong. Yeah.
I was wrong. Because this relationship won't end.
So true. And then that's when we go into that flip in the chorus where we're talking about why she's wrong.
Yeah.
But my mama told me it's alright. You were dancing through the lightning strikes, sleepless in the onyx night. But now the sky is opalite. Oh my Lord, never made no one like you before. You had to make your own sunshine, but now the sky is opalite.
This is just the best chorus
It's
ever. What
the most feel-good
hell?
chorus ever.
I just realized in this moment that there is another, like, you know how we're talking about the 3 beats going into the chorus?
Yeah.
But my mama told me.
True. Yes.
They're doing it again in Opalite.
You're so right.
But my mama told me.
me.
Andrea always coming through with the wisdom. Thank you so much for having Taylor's
Abso-fucking-lutely.
back at this. So beautiful. So beautiful.
It's all right. You were dancing through the lightning strikes, sleepless in the onyx night, but now the sky is opalite. No.
Oh, it's
offensive.
it just feels like if this song just feels like such a hug, especially as fans who have been, there with her for so long, because she really has been dancing through the lightning strikes.
Yes,
It's
she
just
has.
it's just like it's such a good summary of her career in general. Like she's been just dodging so much shit thrown at her, so many accusations, so many people hating her and canceling her for no reasons, but
Yeah.
also in her love life. It's like
Yes.
and the fact that Andre is saying it's all right, like you made it through and you did the best you could. It reminds me of when she's hugging Taylor in Miss Americana, and it's like during the rep tour, and she's like crying and she's like, I'm just so proud of you for taking the shitball of shit that they threw at you and turning it into this. And that is, I feel that pride about Taylor and Reputation particularly, like
Yeah.
every day of my life. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, she just made it such a masterpiece.
No, she
even
really
though
did.
It was just so much hate and sadness, and I just feel like this song is really special to be kind of referencing back to that and everything she's been through up until this point.
Yeah, I completely agree. I also love the use specifically of the word dancing because it feels like it's referencing the fact that Taylor is a songwriter. She's making music. That's how she gets through the hard times and through the lightning strikes. She writes about it. That's how she processes her feelings. She could have just said, you were dodging the lightning strikes or you were moving through the lightning strikes, but you were dancing because that's what you do. You make music.
Yes. You make the world dance. It actually reminds me of Shake It Off. Like,
yes, it does.
You got to shake it off. She's been shaking it off all of this time.
She has been shaking it off.
And yeah, like I think the lightning strike imagery is just, and the dancing and like dodging it, it's such great imagery. And I love the use of like lightning strike to be something negative. Like, something bad happening.
Yeah. And Sleepless in the Onyx Night just seems like such an obvious Midnights reference. That was sleepless nights, up all night.
Absolutely.
Sleepless nights throughout her life. Onyx is like
reference.
A dark, like a black, almost sort of gemstone, which Taylor has said as well. She kind of wanted to use another gemstone in conjunction with the opalite thing.
Totally.
To kind of bring that concept together.
Yes.
But, you know, Sleepless in the Dark Night is essentially what she's saying. Like, there has been times where life's been dark.
And now the sky is opalite.
Yeah.
Like, it's I love it. I love to see
perfect.
it. Love to see it.
Oh, my Lord. Never made no one like you before. You had to make your own sunshine, but now the sky is opalite. This is the only chorus where she says, never made no one like you before. And the fact that this is also the only chorus that starts with, but my mama told me, it's like the whole thing is her mum talking to her. We were like, that's so cute, because the rest of the time she's saying, never met no one like you before, but Andrea didn't meet Taylor, she made Taylor.
So cute. Some people have told us that they think it's a reference to the Lord, like, oh, my Lord has never made no one like you before. But to me, that doesn't make sense because the Lord lyric is in every chorus, whereas the mother lyric is not in every chorus. And I think Taylor, usually when she changes a lyric, it's purposeful.
I agree.
And so the beginning of the chorus changing and that lyric changing, we think is absolutely a tie.
Absolutely.
To that.
Absolutely. And it's so cute to think about her mum being like, no one's ever made anyone like you before,
Yes.
but I made you.
Yes,
I
love
made
that.
you. Never forget it, Andrea.
It's just such a beautiful thing to say to your daughter, but also you had to make your own sunshine.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't just, things weren't just like always easy for you and bright for you. And, you know, that's the whole thing. Like, having to make your own sunshine is the choice, right? It's kind of like the opalite of it all. It's like the man-made happiness, or choosing your own sunshine is a lot. Saying you had to make it yourself. Like, I'm proud of you, not because of like just what you've been through, but because you made your own sunshine through all of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love how then when you think about that sort of section of the chorus starting with the never made no one like you before, or met no one like you before, it's like, it feels to me like it's speaking to the fact that not a lot of people do that. Not a lot of people choose their happiness.
Totally.
But it's your ability, your unique ability to be able to make something good out of the bad times that makes you different and makes me so in awe of you. So it's like, and I love as well that the whole song starts with the thing that her brother said, like the whole beginning part of the song, it's about her family. Like, all she had once upon a time during the bad times is her family. So her family are the ones that are like encouraging her and pushing her forward and being like, it doesn't matter if you haven't found the right person yet, because we love you. We know how amazing you are.
Yeah, so true.
And then as the song goes on, that shifts for Taylor finding that in someone else.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. No, I love it. I also feel like this is a link to Daylight, which is the closing track on Lover. And she talks a lot about how that love is now daylight and how it's golden and all of these beautiful things. But then, you know, in Fresh Out the Slammer, she says, like, for just 1 hour of sunshine, like kind of more saying that that window of sunshine only lasted for a shorter period of time than maybe what she initially thought was happening.
Yeah.
And I think saying like you had to make your own sunshine is kind of like, if to me it gives the energy that like Taylor had to be the one that was keeping it afloat, putting the happiness in, and that wasn't an equal joint thing in the relationship.
No, I agree.
Whereas with Travis, it feels like this whole song is about the equal input into that happiness, which is why it's man-made and Opalite.
Yes.
Because they both do it together.
I completely agree. Yeah, that link back to Daylight makes you look at what it's like in Daylight, what she's actually doing is she is convinced and is almost projecting onto that relationship that she was in at the time, that like, you have brought me that daylight. Like, I've been through such a hard time, that whole Reputation era, but now this love I have with you have given me that glimpse of daylight. But what she's failing to recognize is that it's her own ability to see that silver lining or to see the good during a bad time. Like, it is projection at the end of the day.
She made
that like, sunshine, but she was going, oh, it's you. It's you. Yeah. But it's not. It was her being able to see it in him.
Totally.
So it's her actually.
Yeah, it's like with all of this time and this hindsight, she can see, I had to make my own sunshine.
Yeah.
Or like her mum is saying, you had to make your own sunshine throughout all of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so interesting. That's what's interesting about time and perspective.
Oh, you couldn't understand it. Why you felt alone. You were in it for real. She was in her phone and you were just a pose. And don't we try to love, we give it all we got. We finally left the table. And what a simple thought. You're starving till you're not.
What the hell? This verse is so superior too.
No, it really is.
Wait, can we talk about how when she's talking about Travis's, this is what's happening in this second verse now. She's kind of talked about her past and what her mama told her, and now this second verse is going into talking to someone else. So whether you want to take that as the listener or her partner, Travis, it kind of sinks in the production for a second.
And it doesn't come back until, and don't we try to love.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, it gets really like dark
that.
and
It's like they're going back in time for a second, and
Yes.
it's like the music becomes muffled, like the bass line is like a party next door kind of energy, and I love that for referencing, just kind of going somewhere a bit more real for a second, but also a bit more in the past.
100%. Yeah.
And I love the bass line in this song. All through the verses, I just love that bass. It really like stands out to me.
This album is really about its bass.
It is actually.
So many songs on this album that have such great bass line.
It kind of gives like a deep feeling, but also makes you want to dance.
Absolutely. You couldn't understand it, why you felt alone. You were in it for real. She was in her phone and you were just a pose.
Did this ruffle some feathers?
This
one little
ruffled her
lyric.
feathers.
Yeah.
Her Halloween costume and video has since showed the world. You know what's funny about this lyric though is that like it doesn't even, I mean, okay, you can see it as shady if you want, but it's also just maybe real.
That's
it's
why
maybe
I think
just
it hurt her
true.
so much.
Yeah. And I think that this is like, I think a lot of people would maybe feel this in relationships today.
I agree. I think maybe a lot of men as well, and I'm not often on their side, so that's a lot for me to say.
What we think that she's saying here is essentially that his ex-girlfriend was in her phone, was concerned with the image and the Instagram, and I'm pretty sure she is an influencer.
Well, yeah,
and
she
and for Travis, it just felt like all he was a pose in a photo that's going on Instagram.
Yeah.
But then when they're actually in the room together, he felt alone. He couldn't understand it, why he felt alone.
Because he was in it for real.
Yeah, but like when you're in that room together and she's not concerned with Instagram, we're not connecting, we're not here. It's like, I just look good for you.
Absolutely.
But are we actually in this relationship together?
I love the contrasting lyrics of like, you were in it for real, and then that melody shift. She was in her phone and you were just a pose. Like, it's so addictive the way that she comes out of that melody.
It is.
Like, it kind of feels like she's playing it off like a little remark, but she knows it's going to hit deep because that's kind of a lot to say. It's a lot to say.
It's a lot to say. And, you know, I also just think that, like, when we just look at like Travis and Taylor having found each other. I think that there's something in these lyrics that I think really tells us that Travis is quite a sentimental guy. He's an emotional guy. He's a deep guy. And maybe you don't get that on surface level, but he's actually seeking real connection in his relationships. And that's why it didn't work out in the past. But also, we know that Taylor is that kind of person.
Yes.
She's told us so many times in songs before how, like, again, the prophecy, she's like, don't want money, just someone who wants my company. It's like, that's all that really matters, is that real, genuine connection with a person.
She is just so genuine. Like, you can tell from interviews, any interaction with people that have ever met her, just say she feels so down to earth. She feels so real. She would be so easy to connect with. I feel like Taylor's the kind of person, I just know this about her, that you could say anything to her and she would jump on board. She would meet you
fully agree.
exactly there. She would have the conversation, as long as it's not something inappropriate about her life.
True.
Like, she's always meeting people where they're at, and I think Travis is exactly that kind of person too. And you know,
that's what it feels like she's saying.
Lyric,
like, we're compatible.
Yes.
Because you wanted something for real, and so do I.
This lyric has really helped me understand him a bit more, actually, I think, because at first I didn't really think about this lyric too much, and then when everything came out with, what's her name, Kayla Nicole?
Yeah.
She kind of piped up about this and was upset about it. I was like, oh, interesting. And I read a bit more about the relationship and how they were together for quite a while, like 5 years. And it's kind of similar to Taylor and Joe, and how it makes so much sense to me that they've both come out of those relationships where they're trying to make it work, but it wasn't right. And they've kind of met each other, and they just have such a similar energy and such a similar vibe. And they put in so much effort that it's just like, oh my God, what?
Yeah.
Like, this is so great.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that goes into the next lyric perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, and don't we try to love?
Yeah, we give it all we got.
Give it all
We're
we got.
putting everything into this relationship, even if it's not working, because we love and we want this love to work out, even
we
if
want to
it's
keep
not
trying.
Right. Yes.
I love that lyric.
You finally left the table, and what a simple thought. You're starving till you're not. It's like when you finally pull the pin, this relationship wasn't working. It isn't working. The whole time you've been starving for their attention, fighting for their love and attention in this relationship. And then when you choose to leave, all of a sudden, you're not starving anymore. You can be okay, like, in yourself, by yourself, because you're not fighting for someone anymore.
Totally. Yeah, I do think at first I feel like I took a few things from this lyric, but over time I've realized I think the table is their relationship.
Yes.
They're in the relationship, but they're starving. The food is not coming to the table. Wait, actually, such a good analogy.
Such a good analogy.
And
also what you linked it to before in the first verse.
Yes, eating out of the trash.
Yeah.
You're starving till you're not. It also does, like, you know, link back to certain imagery that Taylor's used before in the past, like on the Eras tour for Tolerator, which is a song all about essentially just someone tolerating you and not celebrating you in a relationship. She was on like a table, and like the whole thing was like her arguing across the table.
Yes.
And it also reminds me a little bit of like Right Where You Left Me, like I'm still at the restaurant, help, like sitting in a corner I haunt, like all of those themes are very much in that song as well.
Totally.
All of the foes and all of the friends have messed up before, they'll mess up again. Life is a song, it ends when it ends. You move on.
Instead of saying, like in the first pre-chorus, have seen it before, they'll see it again, she changes it to the friends and the foes have messed up before, they'll mess up again. And I think this is cute because I feel like this whole section of the song, the second pre-chorus and chorus, it's all from her perspective now. So it's almost like she's kind of passing on this advice to other people. So it's like she's kind of saying to us even, like, you've messed up before, you'll mess up again. Life is a song, it ends when it ends. You move on.
Well, you know what's interesting about that? You're right, but I think it's all to do with the second verse and pre-chorus is all the context of this other person, whether or not that's us or Travis. She's talking about his life or our life. So you've messed up before, you'll mess up again. You moved on. Whereas the first one was about people perceiving her, which is interesting and makes sense for her fame. Like, they'll see it before, they've seen it before, they'll see it again. The specific change from see to messed up before and messed up again is like such an interesting change, considering the first one's about her, the second one's about Travis.
You're right.
Having gone through, you know, things that aren't going to work out. You'll mess up before, you mess up again.
Absolutely.
And that's when I told you it's alright.
And then going into the second chorus, instead of my mama told me, it's and that's when I told you. So now it's like this chorus is from her perspective, speaking to him or to us, instead of someone saying this advice to her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And you know, it's so good that she's now speaking to him in this chorus, because it's like feeling like they've been through the same things together.
Yes,
it's like
so similar.
My mama told me this because I've been through that, and now I'm telling you this because we've both been through it, and now we're both here together. Like it's really drawing that compatibility, that similarity.
Yeah.
And the fact that this is the song, I don't know, that's doing that sounds like this. Like it's just, I think this is the song that really holds their love the most out of all the songs on this album. It's like,
I completely agree.
You can't take anything else from it, but just the fact that they've met each other and the fact that they've come together. Like I think that's so beautiful.
Yeah, no, this is really, out of every song on this album, like the story of their love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so happy.
And it's so happy. But yes, this perspective being like her telling somebody else this is where we then get that lyric change as well. Never met no one like you before. She never met anyone like Travis before.
I love that.
And she's said in so many interviews now as well that Travis is just so one of a kind. Like he's just the best person ever. He obviously really sees the world in a very similar way to what she does, and that must be so like amazing and fulfilling for her. Like, I've never met anyone like you before.
You've had to make your own sunshine. Like I've had to do that. You've had to do that.
Yeah.
And
actually
I
just came from a relationship with a guy who absolutely was not making his own sunshine.
Totally. And it's so nice to see you being the positive one.
Yes.
Like in your past,
you bring that
you
positivity.
were the one that was bringing that, and now we're both, it's like the two golden retrievers have met each other.
Yeah, it's so true. So true.
This bridge, no. I love
bridge is
this
quite
bridge.
offensive.
And I actually have had multiple fathomings about this bridge on my
This is just a star inside a teacup. They shelter here with me, my love. Thunder like a drum. This life will beat you up, 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 up. This is just a temporary speed bump, but failure brings you freedom, and I can bring you love. Don't you sweat it, baby, it's all.
That was so
my
silly.
Oh god, it's just such a good bridge.
Oh my god,
sorry,
it is. It really, really is. It really, really
so,
is.
Like kind of musical for a moment there.
Yes, it is. So true.
Very performance,
showgirl.
very showgirl.
Very showgirl. This is just a storm inside a teacup, but shelter here with me, my love. Thunder like a drum. This life will beat you up, 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 up. No. Please take us away.
Well, I had a whole fathoming about this lyric the other day because on a Patreon, we went through the album and picked our favorite lyric from each song. And we were discussing, this is the lyric I picked because I thought it was just so... It was so not obvious to me that she kind of talks about the thunder being like a drum in the bridge and how that links back into the chorus when she's saying, I was dancing through the lightning strike. So it's like the thunder's like a drum. It's like when there is bad times, take that kind of rumbling and that darkness to be like a drum that guides you to to dance through the darkness.
It's the dancing through the storm.
Yes.
Both of them are storm references.
Absolutely.
And either way, like the beat, the storm has to be a beat because she's dancing through it.
Exactly.
In the
It's
chorus.
so good. It's so
No,
good. I
it's
just
so
I
good.
never made that connection fully until the other day. I was like, that's genius.
Yeah, it is.
And you know, saying like a storm inside a teacup is just such like good imagery to kind of make something that's normally big and scary feel small and insignificant, and I guess just like not that much of a problem. Like it's a storm, but it's inside a teacup, something that's very small and delicate.
Yeah.
And you know, if it's not hurting the teacup, it's not hurting us.
Totally. It's like giving you this like big picture perspective of like the stuff that you're going through in your life. It's actually just this small thing in the grand scheme of your own life, but also in the grand scheme of the world and like whatever other people are going through and stuff. Like it's actually never maybe as big a deal as what it feels like to you, and you're always going to move past it because it's just this small thing that feels big right now.
And like shelter here with me, my love.
Yeah,
like
that's
thunder
cute.
like a drum. Like it's kind of like her sheltering him from that, and also kind of showing him that the thunder is like a drum that they can dance to. I love that lyric coming off the back of that. This
Also,
life will beat you up.
You said to me the other day that some people have also kind of taken this lyric to be like the teacup being a reference to all of her British ex-boyfriends. So when we talk about the bad relationships being part of this storm, it's like her storms are inside a teacup.
I do think that's pretty funny. I don't know if that's purposeful or not, but her history of dating British men, it goes really quite far back. The last like 5
the last
guys
10 years have only pretty much been British men. It's actually insane.
And she's made her way back home to an American guy. Who would have thought? That was the answer.
Would have thought?
But yeah, if that is a reference to the British, that's really quite funny.
It's quite funny, yeah.
And I just love teacupping in her song because we love tea so much.
This is just a temporary speed bump, but failure brings you freedom, and I can bring you love.
I love that.
Yeah, so
I
cute.
love it. I love because you can take this bridge like she's speaking to the audience. I love it as a bit of a pep up to whoever's listening to this. Like whatever you're going through, don't worry. This is just a temporary speed bump, and I can bring you love. And like she literally does do that through her music, through her songs. Like it's brought the world so much love.
Yeah.
But also as though she's talking to Travis, like whatever you're going through, we'll get through that together. Tough times, we will make it through together because I can bring you love.
Yeah, absolutely. What's your interpretation of the line, but failure brings you freedom?
Oh, Taylor has talked quite a bit about failing before and how it's necessary in order to take the right path in your life. You have to try, you have to fail, you have to be okay with that and move past it. But it could also be a reference to like past relationships failing brings you freedom because you find
you're out of that relationship. You finally left the table.
Failure brings you freedom, like freedom to choose something else.
Yeah, it sets you
freedom
on
for that to be over.
It sets you on a certain path in your life that without it you would be stagnant, and you need those things to propel you forward, which is in a way freedom to explore other avenues of your life.
Absolutely. Failure brings you freedom, and I can bring you love.
No.
Thank you so much.
We
all need to hear that.
It's a lot for her to say.
It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And then the love, love,
love. Don't you sweat it, baby.
That's the 3 going into to that chorus.
The don't you sweat it, baby?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah. Don't you sweat it, baby. It's all right. Yes, exactly the same. Yeah.
So the first one's because my mama told me. The second one is that's when I told you. And the third one is don't you sweat it, baby.
It's all going to pass.
And
everything's going to be good in the end.
Now, we do need to be having a conversation about the ad-libs in this last chorus.
Oh, we do. We need to listen to the last chorus.
We do.
Don't you sweat it, baby, it's alright. You were dancing through the lightning strikes. Oh, so sleepless in the onyx night. But now the sky is opalite. Oh, my Lord. Never met no one like you before. No, you had to make your own sunshine. But now the sky is opalite.
Oh, such a good way to end it as well, actually.
Yes.
I really did need it to end like that.
And it's got this like little echo on the last which feels like speaking out to the opalite sky.
It's just never
or something.
ending. Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, yes. Yes, this song is so outdoors.
It's so outdoors.
What are you doing? What do you think's happening? We're not done quite yet.
The ad-libs. There's something different about every single line, pretty much, in this last chorus. It's
please
so
tell
offensive.
us. You're the queen of ad-libs.
Well, it pretty much starts with the you were dancing through the lightning.
Yeah, she does a dancing.
Yeah, and then she does the oh so sleepless.
That's the one. I can't.
Oh so how dare
That's
you,
not
Taylor?
an obvious thing to say before that.
And then she even ends it as well. It's like she goes, "Oh, so sleepless in the onyx night." She does these like little shout kind of things.
Yes.
But now the sky is opalite.
Yeah.
Oh my
Lord.
No. That Lord is offensive.
I'm so addicted to that Lord. I'm actually addicted to that Lord throughout the entire song. Like, I just think the melody of
Lord.
never
Yeah.
met no one like you
It just
before.
sounds
Like,
so
I'm so obsessed with that whole flow and just being like,
Yeah.
oh my Lord. Like, no,
I know. Oh my
beautiful. Like, it's so
God. I know.
exciting.
I agree.
Such a nice compliment. Like, I just think it's such a beautiful compliment, the whole song, to be like,
Yeah.
to recognize someone's resilience and then to compliment that and their ability to bring a positive vibe and all of those things. It's just like,
Absolutely.
it's such a beautiful compliment. I think it's one of the best love songs ever for that reason.
Absolutely. I completely agree.
It's not just about their love. It's about the traits and the qualities that have gotten them to this point together.
Which make them compatible.
Yes.
No.
I'm sorry, I cut off your ad libs. Is there
No,
any
no, no.
others?
Well, there's only a couple more. She does the never made no one like you before. No.
Yeah.
And then she just keeps doing that little, like, the last
Yeah.
word of the line is like, sunshine. She keeps
Yeah,
doing
it's
this.
bigger. Yeah, it's bigger.
It's so offensive. And as I said, it brings it home. It just
does.
feels like big and light
Yep.
and just happy. It feels happy. These
it's
ad-libs.
so satisfying to the ears. It really
Yeah.
is. It's such an earworm, this whole chorus. Like,
It
it's
is.
just so addictive, so catchy. And, you know, like, on the topic of, like, is this album deep, which we've kind of been exploring through the breakdowns of these songs, it's like, I do think, once again, that this song has such a lightness and a funness to it. Like, yeah, it's a little, like, oh, it's a little silly, but it is actually touching on a really important trait and compatibility.
Yeah.
Like, I think that it tells us so much about how they move through I guess hard times together.
Yeah.
Feels so evenly matched, and like you only would kind of feel this feeling in such a secure, uplifting relationship. And I love that for her so much.
Absolutely. There's just this energy in this song that's like she's never been able to write like this before because she's never felt like this before.
It's got like a
never
beaming
been this.
energy coming from her. It's funny because you couldn't imagine a different kind of vibe with Taylor until it happens.
Absolutely.
And I was thinking about, like you're saying, like this kind of vibe of song, like she's written upbeat songs, like love songs like this before, like Paper Rings, for example.
Yes.
Except there's still like lyrics that are kind of filled with like, what do you mean, doll? Like, you know, I'm with you even if it makes me blue. It's like,
there's not
Okay.
this equal contribution of happiness and love to
Totally,
the relationship.
yeah.
It's like it's all kind of coming from her.
yeah, I don't know. This song is just such a light. It's you listen to it when you're happy, but you can also listen to it when you're a little bit down because you can be like,
It's uplifting.
This, yes,
it's like,
it
hey,
is.
even though things feel shit right now, they're going to get better.
Yeah, and she's never really had a song like that before where it's
No.
exploring love, but it's also exploring that relationship with yourself and the relationship with your past and how you kind of frame it. Sometimes you can get really down in the dumps about what you've been through or how you've behaved in certain relationships, or, you know, like just the comfort of her saying, my mama told me it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. You were dancing through the lightning strikes. Like,
Yeah.
give yourself some grace.
Totally.
Give yourself some love, some kindness, and some understanding to like what you've been through. Like, and look at the positives. You're resilient because of that. You're gonna make it. You're gonna have that one day. Regardless if it's even about a relationship, like I think you can
Totally.
build your own happiness
Absolutely.
in so many ways, and that's honestly the only way that happens. Like, it's not just like something people say.
No. You have to
Nothing
choose it.
will actually make you happy if you're not putting in that work
Yeah.
to make, even if you get your dream job and you have all of the dream things that you could possibly want in your life, which definitely helps to having a happy life.
Totally, but you've got to then, once
you
you've got
practice
it,
the gratitude.
yeah, you've got to be grateful for having it if you're going to be happy. Because
Yep.
otherwise, you'll get all the things that you think that you wanted
And
that
you
were
can
going to make you
always want
happy.
more.
And then you're just going to want a whole other set
Yeah.
of other things
Yeah.
and still feel shit today.
Totally.
You've got to actually look at the positives and the silver linings in all of the, even just the tiniest, smallest
Yeah.
moments and things in your day. It is
Totally.
so important.
And we
Otherwise, you
always
won't be happy.
Talk about like, you know, romanticizing our life in that way. Like, having a cup of tea is the best part of the day.
Absolutely.
Having a little sweet treat, you know.
Having a bowl of
Having
pasta
a bowl
for
of
dinner.
pasta, watching a favorite movie, going
Yeah.
out with your girlfriends, having a glass of wine. Like, all of those things have to bring you so much joy. Getting
Yeah.
up and getting to do something that maybe makes you feel fulfilled, whether it's
Yeah.
going outside, whether it's going to your job, whatever. You have to Make your own Opalite.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that is a perfect wrap up. Thank you so
I'm
much.
just like so G'd up on the positive vibes from this song.
As usual, please let us know in the comments below if there's any lyrics that you really love from this song, or if there's anything that you take from certain lyrics that we haven't spoken about. We'd love to hear your interpretation of some of these things. And we love you.
Love you guys.
Thank you
Thanks
for being here.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you soon for another breakdown.
We will.
Bye.